Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 live virtual launch party for the Let's Read Together Challenge. I hope that wherever you are tuning in from with us today, you're feeling joyful and warm and rested and excited to learn and grow with us. I know we at the Michigan Learning Channel are so grateful for your support and your community, from educators to learners across the state, families, our partners and organizations. We're just so grateful to have you in this great state. My name is Matt Hamilton. I'm the program director for the Michigan Learning Channel. I'm really excited today because we get to share this challenge with you this year. I'm hopeful that this is going to be a really great opportunity to get teachers and learners and families across Michigan really excited about reading. The goals for our launch party today, for our time together in this space, is to share a little bit of who we are at the Michigan Learning Channel, what Let's Read Together is all about, and then to really give you some concrete resources and opportunities for reading in communities across our great state. We're actually going to hear from a special guest today from the Michigan E-Library, Ann Kaskinen, and then we're going to close out by hearing from our Michigan Learning Channel network of engagement coordinators who are based in communities across the state. So make sure to stay on for the whole thing. We've got tons of awesome information and exciting news for you. And then we'll have a little bit of time at the end for Q&A, just in case you want to share some questions you have maybe about the challenge, about the resources we share. If you put those in comments on the Facebook stream, we'll try to make sure we answer those before we log off. Okay, so welcome. First, I want to share a little bit about the Michigan Learning Channel quickly in case you're spending time with us for the first time today. We are actually a statewide public media partnership. We're supported by 7 regional PBS stations based mostly in Michigan. We offer free 24/7 educational content through broadcast TV, free digital TV, and through our digital live stream. And we offer on-demand videos and resources for teachers, learners, organizational partners, and families through our website, which is michiganlearning.org. We get really excited at the Michigan Learning Channel about building community across the state and really closing gaps when it comes to teaching and learning. So what we're offering with the Let's Read Together Challenge is an invitation to be part of something big and exciting. We want to get all of Michigan reading. The challenge is read 1,000 minutes. 1,000 minutes across October and November, October 1st through November 30th. That's it. Just read. Read what you want, when you want, where you want, with whomever you want. Just read. We want you to sign up on our challenge page. Let us know you're with us. You're in this reading community. Show us you're participating. Then once you've logged your minutes, we actually have a log chart on the website available for individuals, families, classrooms. Check back, and there will be an entry form to actually submit to win tons of really cool prizes. But the reading is really the prize, right? One of the things we're super excited about this year in particular is that we've actually done a ton of work to bring together our awesome partners across the state who have come on board to support the challenge and showcase what reading looks like at places like TV stations, in museums, at state parks, on farms, in schools, in libraries, and in so many other places. So if you visit our website, michiganlearning.org/let's read for the challenge, you'll actually get to go and explore and experience all these really cool Michigan organizations and sites where reading happens. I think that's one of the coolest things about our state is we have so many opportunities to go and do and learn and experience, and reading is built into so many of those things. So we've got this awesome site where we're showcasing all of those opportunities. We want to encourage you to get out and experience those places and read. Just make sure you log those 1,000 minutes wherever you go and share it with us at the end of the journey. With that, what I'm really excited to do is share just a couple examples from some of our exciting partners. I hope you recognize some of them and they get you excited about reading today.
As women in science, we like to learn about other women in science and what they've contributed to the science field across the world for many years.
Reading about powerful women makes us feel like we too have the power to change the world.
Just like us, we encourage you to read books that make you feel confident. We also encourage you to get outside, to get moving, and to start reading.
Hi, my name is Sarah Skinner, and I'm the director of the Bridgman Public Library. My favorite memory of reading is from when I was a child. My dad used to read to me every night in this big orange chair. My favorite novel that he read to me was The Hobbit, and it's still a favorite today.
Hey everybody, Tom Dalton from Under the Radar, and my fondest memory of reading was when we were kids. We had a little cabin on Lake Huron. We'd run up to the local grocery store and get fistfuls of comic books, and that's how I started to explore and learn to read. And then I'd read to my kids when they were little, and then they'd start to read to me, and that was so rewarding. And thank goodness I can read, because now I can write books like this. Bonus.
I love thinking about and seeing all these awesome ways that reading happens across our state. At the Michigan Learning Channel, we talk about reading and do reading all the time, from scripts in our shows to actually thinking about an amazing program like Read, Write, Roar, which is produced right here at the Michigan Learning Channel to help teach kids how to read in kindergarten through third grade. We also have all kinds of awesome resources from PBS Kids, from our favorite kids shows, all the way up to our PBS kind of main channel programming, and a site called PBS Learning Media that we absolutely love at the channel, and we love sharing it with teachers because it's got awesome reading assets. It's got videos and media that we can use in the classroom to engage young people around learning all kinds of different content. So reach out to us if you want to engage with any of that stuff. It's on our website. We're here to support reading in all kinds of different ways. And by the way, we want to showcase what reading looks like for you also. So make sure to share your photos and videos throughout this challenge after you sign up and you spend time reading in your backyard or at the apple orchard or in your classrooms or anywhere where reading's happening for you. Share us photos, videos, let us know what's going on, and we'll be sharing those on our social media channels and maybe even on broadcast TV. Now, this part I'm super excited about. I'm an educator at heart. I'm always gonna start one of these events and I'm going to make sure we provide really awesome scaffolding and support to make sure everybody feels successful. So I want to actually give you some really concrete resources that I think are phenomenal, are offered across this state completely for free. Okay. We want to introduce and showcase one of our amazing partners for this challenge that has some of these awesome resources available through something called the Michigan E-Library. So the Michigan E-Library offers digital resources that are educational, they're engaging, they're going to help us meet our goal of reading everywhere and in all kinds of different ways. So I'm going to invite my friend Anne, who's here to walk us through some of these digital reading materials, talk a little bit about what the Michigan E-Library is, how we can access it, what it means for us as learners, as parents, as teachers, as care providers, and how this supports our Let's Read Together challenge this year. So thanks so much for joining us, Anne.
Great. Thank you, Matt, for partnering with the Michigan E-Library, also known as MEL, for the Let's Read Together challenge. Let's see. MEL has all kinds of digital content that everyone in Michigan has free access to, as Matt pointed out. So let's take a peek at what reading looks like on mel.org. The top 3 databases for kindergarten through 2nd grade students are definitely Pebble Go, World Book Early Learning, and the eBook K-8 collection. Pebble Go Social Studies contains digital content with read-alouds that support our Michigan academic standards. Not only is there an easy-to-navigate visual interface for emerging readers, but there are also images and video to support the text. World Book Early Learning is highly interactive and has informational videos, games, stories, and activities that can be printed or enjoyed online. The eBook K-8 collection offers a wide range of full-text books that are available all day, every day, to an unlimited amount of readers. In there, you will find alphabet books, stories about animals, people, and places, just everything that you can imagine. For 3rd through 5th grade students, MEL has 2 fantastic digital encyclopedias, Britannica School Elementary and World Book Kids. And these are not your typical encyclopedias. World Book Kids has hundreds of pictures and videos, and even animal exhibits where you can actually hear what each little critter sounds like. There are also science projects, interactive maps, and even games. Of course, there is an extensive collection of ebooks for students in grades 3rd through 5th, including the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series. Primary Search is the e-resource in MEL that offers students a first blush at searching a database for individual articles. These are available from publications such as Scholastic Super Science, Fun for Kids, Weekly Reader, and Zoo Books. Middle school students will be able to utilize Britannica School Middle to find articles that are updated daily, photos, famous people, places, and even primary source documents. And Middle Search Plus allows students to search a wide range of current subscriptions. For our high school students, Mel has dozens of databases that can be used for information, research, and pleasure. Gale and Context, Opposing Viewpoints, and Points of View Reference Center provide hundreds of viewpoints, newspapers, and magazine articles, as well as infographics and audio files on hundreds of debatable topics. And if you want to get content specific, there's a great offering of reference centers and an ebook collection just for high school students. Within that collection, you will find hundreds of literary classics. Mel is also for those new to the English language. Many databases offer article translation in over 80 languages, and there are also ebooks in several different languages, as well as publications for native speakers in Spanish, French, and German. Let's not forget the adults. Mel has thousands of current publications to interest every reader, as well as access to content to support your professional pursuits. Let's take a look at the free digital resources in Mel together. From the landing page of mel.org, you have several different options. All of the digital content that you want to navigate to is housed behind the e-resources link. If you're looking just for the kids content, though, you can just go to kids. We're going to click on e-resources and take a peek at a couple of our different pieces of content that would be interesting to our younger learners. First of all, we're going to go down to the A to Z navigation list and select the letter P to find Pebble Go, the first resource that I mentioned. And when we get there, we just click on Pebble Go and it will take us right into this fun interactive resource. Pebble Go is really unique. We have two different locations here. We have animals and social studies. So when we click on social studies, we get all these different categories that we can explore: families, holidays, landforms, past and present, even transportation. There is just so much available in here for everyone. And this is a kindergarten through second grade resource. So if we go into one of these, let me turn off our little hover sounds. We have all these different topics under culture and awareness: customs around the world, diversity, refugees, social action, understanding disabilities, our beliefs, what are family traditions, and what is culture. So if we go to customs around the world, then we can find things like birthdays, clothing, food, and even games around the world. And what makes this a really unique resource is that the audio is actually recorded by off-Broadway actors and actresses. So you're not getting that computer-generated voice. You're really listening to an authentic reader help us learn.
People young and old play games around the world. Some play sports in summer and winter.
And there are also interactive media that go along with many of these articles in Pebble Go. So it's a lot of fun to go in and explore. And an extra bonus is that we get this visual breadcrumb list across the top. So it's easy for our early learners to navigate forwards and backwards to where we've been. And of course, the animal resource is extraordinary. We can go in and look at animal habitats, birds, learn about dinosaurs, so much in here for fun. If we go into insects and spiders, we can go find out about all kinds of different insects that we have throughout the world. So just a lot of fun learning inside of Pebble Go. And it's really, really great. Let me head back to our landing page of Mel one more time. And so once again, we want to go into the e-resources to find everything for Mel. And this time we're going to go into the World Book Kids resource. So just a really quick look at World Book Kids. So I'm going to letter W and clicking on the World Book Kids resource. And when I get here, you can see I'm offered all these great things to explore. I'm going to go into the world of animals, and in here we can compare animals. So if I want to compare an alligator, of course, to a crocodile, let's find our crocodile. I can compare them and I can see how similar and different they are. And then I can go into the exhibits and I can see pictures and watch video of these animals. And I can also listen to what these animals sound like. They're extraordinary. So again, there is just so much inside of Mel. I invite all of you to join us in Mel whenever you can to find the things that you need to support you in whatever your adventures are. And I'd also like to mention that if your school or library would like further free training on using the Mel e-resources, please contact us at mcls.org Mel request.
Thank you so much, Anne. I know I'm personally so excited about all those resources. I knew about Mel as an educator when I was in the classroom. I had a really great time sharing a lot of those resources, databases, ebooks with my high school students. I know a lot of the materials and resources for younger kids is really new and exciting for me. I just imagine all of the ways that our younger learners and students are going to be excited about the opportunity to like read with digital resources and books that are engaging and really in a lot of ways feel like digital content, but is still going to meet reading standards, is going to be informational, is going to be educational across these different subject areas. So super exciting. We might have some questions coming in if you can hang around, and we might be able to answer some questions, but thank you so much for sharing.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'm going to move us right along. I think you got the links. Mel is available. You saw the Michigan e-library. I want to shout out MelCat too, the catalog. That's actually an interlibrary loan program that we have through our Michigan libraries, which I also love personally. The ability to request a library book from any library around the state is awesome. So check that out. I'm just really energized by these resources and these opportunities for reading. And again, Michigan Learning Channel, let's read together. This is what we're all about. We want to read together. We want to find ways that reading is outside the box. It's creative, it's energizing, exciting. We want to get everybody, learners, kids, adults, everybody in between excited about learning. So what I want to do next is introduce you all to our incredible Michigan Learning Channel statewide team. If you're new to us, if you don't know about what we do, public media partnership, we've got stations across the state in the upper lower peninsula, in the UP, in the Thumb region, Southeast Michigan, Southwest Michigan. We share a little bit of space with our friends in Indiana. And so we've got engagement coordinators stationed at all of these places. And I'm really excited to invite them independently, each of them, to share about some of the resources, experiences, places where reading happens in their independent regions. Okay, so I want to start with Rachel joining us from WGVU. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Matt. Hi, everyone. I'm Rachel. I'm the Education Engagement Coordinator from WGVU Public Media in West and Southwest Michigan. I'm a former English teacher, and as such, reading challenges are my jam, and I just love being part of getting kids excited about reading. There are so many creative ways that my own community is doing this. Our own Harrison Park Elementary in Grand Rapids has transformed into a Harry Potter school, literally bringing books to life. The Grand Rapids Public Library has a phone a story line that you can call to listen to a story being read by one of the amazing youth librarians on staff. And finally, if you're a teacher or a parent searching for diverse books for your students, check out the WGVU reading blog. We curated a list of resources just for you. Thanks for reading in West Michigan.
Rachel, that sounds so exciting. I want to go to a Harry Potter school, a whole
Right?
school built around reading this awesome series. And all that other stuff sounds so exciting. Thank you so much for sharing and for all of the work you do in our Southwest Michigan region.
Thank you, Matt.
Next, I want to pass it. We're going to kind of take a road trip across the diagonal and go up to the Thumb region and visit my friend Lauren. How's it going, Lauren? talk to us about what's going on in our
Oh,
Sag
hey.
watery
Yes.
region.
Okay. Hi. Sorry, I was muted. So, thanks for having us. So, I am in the Great Lakes Bay region. My name is Lauren Ty, and I'm the coordinator there. We also cover the more than Great Lakes Bay, the Thumb, and down to Flint, Genesee County. So, shout out to those areas. One thing that I wanted to share was that I wanted to shout out our winners from last year, because I wanted to recognize them because last year it was a crazy time, and not only was I able to go into their classroom, um, I had the opportunity to go in and read with Miss Anderson's class from Colby Elementary. They were our winners in our region last year. So I was able to go and read to them, give them their awesome prizes that of the books that you see there. And I was able to talk with them. They gave me some awesome like shout outs and prompts that I could use. And then we gave them some other just fun reading tools for their class. But this year, we're also really excited that we are partnering with a ton of people in our area to promote reading and in different ways. So at MBS Airport, that is a big one that we are excited about reading at the airport. So if you're reading, you need to know where you're going in the airport, right? And then also just going on the trails. That's a big thing for me is I love hiking. And so the way that I like to read is hiking in the trails and hiking through Chippewa Nature Center. And also then I like museums. And so another way that I like to read is reading facts at museums. And some of our great partners like the Marshall Fredericks Museum, which is an art museum, or we have our Midland Center for the Arts, or the Castle Museum in Saginaw, are some of our local partners that are our literacy sites and reading sites and ways to encourage reading in different ways. And we're just so excited to have everybody joining us this year. And hopefully, if you're interested, I could come out and read to your class or read with your class this year as part of your reading hours.
That's so awesome. Thank you so much for reading. Or for sharing with us, Lauren. Again, Bay Region, if you're interested in having Lauren come out and visit, doesn't mean read aloud. We've got a contact us section on the website. You can get in touch with Lauren. Thanks for sharing. Reading at the airport sounds so exciting. I love the museums. I love the state parks. I also love the photo of the class winners from last year. That's the opportunity. So make sure you send photos, videos of you, your class, your family, whoever participating in this reading challenge so that we can shout you out along the way. Thanks, Lauren. I want to throw it now to Sheri, who's joining us from the Southwest.
Hey, Matt. How's it going?
I'm having a blast. Thanks so much for being here.
Of course. I'm Sheri Robertson. I'm with PBS Michiana WNIT. So we are your friend in Indiana. We're kind of the wrist into the lower palm. But we cover Caston County. And this is actually going to be really our first go of joining in on this reading challenge. So we're really excited to reach out to partners. I enjoy reading with my little one. It's something that I loved when my grandparents read to me, when my parents read to me. And now I get to sit with my little guy and have him pick up on stories and see how his imagination goes wild. But some of the partners I'm really excited to bring on board include the Cass Underground Railroad Society that's located in Vandalia. So maybe it's a piece of history that you've been learning about, kind of on the large scale, but you can actually go to historic sites in Vandalia and read how it happened locally. So what did that history look like to you personally in your town? And another favorite of mine, because sometimes I always, don't have time to sit down and read novels, Silver Beach Pizza. So sitting down and reading a menu and rereading it and debating between items and rereading the ingredients. They're excited to jump on board and be a spot that you can think about what's it like to read a menu. So those are some of the partners we're excited to bring on board, and I'm excited to get reading with Cass and Berrien County.
Sheri, that's so fantastic. I love the idea of sitting down and reading a menu. And what you shared also makes me just think about the power really of reading to forge intergenerational connections, right? Because you described the ways that reading has been passed down in your family, but also the ways that we can access history through reading and stories, and especially the really, really important, impactful stories that we ought to preserve, like the ones that are held by a museum like the Underground Railroad Society. So thanks so much for sharing those opportunities with us.
Absolutely.
Next, we want to go to our capital region, our amazing partners at WKAR. Robin, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me, Matt. I'm so excited. I'm Robin Pizzo, WKAR's Director of Education. WKAR Public Media is located on the beautiful campus of Michigan State University in East Lansing, where over 45,000 students, staff, and faculty read every day. We read at our Red Cedar location, at our Broad Museum, at our Wharton Center. We even read in our Spartan football stadiums. I am so happy to be able to help launch this Let's Read Together challenge. We at WKAR in the Mid-Michigan Capital Region has provided over 15,000 books free to children throughout Mid-Michigan every single year. And so this is a great time to use those books to get reading and also partner with our Capital Area District Library System that has incredible story walks all throughout our region where you don't even have to bring a book. You just go to their beautiful location and take a walk and read the pages that they have posted all throughout our community. We do this because we believe in fostering a love of reading for every child. So everyone get out there and get to reading.
Yes, if that doesn't inspire you, I don't know what will. Robin, thank you so much. Your energy is contagious. I can't wait to get out and do one of those reading walks at the library. That sounds amazing. 15,000 books every year. Here's a challenge for you if you're watching. If you have one of those books delivered to you by this incredible, amazing educator and woman, Robin Pizzo at WKAR, send us a picture, record yourself reading it, send us a video. We'd love to see what you're doing with this content. Thanks so much, Robin. All right, and lastly, we're going to throw it over to our Mount Pleasant, our friends at WCMU. Shelby, tell us what's going on in your area.
Hi, everyone. So my name's Shelby Shull. I'm Michigan Learning Channel's coordinator for Northern Lower Michigan, which is Mount Pleasant all the way up to the Mackinac Bridge. So very excited to be here today. I wanted to take a moment and thank everyone for being here. I've always believed that a child who reads will grow up to be an adult that thinks, and children won't be excited to, learn how to read unless there's enthusiastic adults like everybody who is in this video session today. So thank you so much for everything that you do. I'm actually rereading a book that I read in high school, my high school English class right now, Lord of the Flies by William Golding. And the reason I'm rereading it is because I was there was just so many creative lessons around the story in this book that my high school English teacher did. And so I was just inspired to pick it back up. So a couple of my favorite places to read books like this in Northern Lower, one is on my dad's boat on Burt Lake, which is like right here ish. And I was actually up there just a little bit ago, and I was up in Indian River this morning, and the trees are so beautiful. So reading out in nature is just so beautiful, especially this time of year. So highly recommend. My second favorite place to read is on the 4th floor here on CMU's campus in the library. Also, Mount Pleasant has this amazing library system, the Chippewa River District Library System. They just, both of them have these big, beautiful windows that overlook campus or overlook the downtown area here in Mount Pleasant. And, it's just a beautiful place to learn and engage and get into these stories. The other thing that I wanted to mention really quick is that I was trying to think, everyone had all of these really amazing creative ideas of, different places that they read. And I was like, man, what's mine? I really like watching TV, and I don't know what it is, but I basically cannot watch TV these days without having the captions on. I love having the captions on when I watch TV, and I love reading while I'm watching the shows. So much so that when I go to the movie theater, I miss having the captions on the movie. So I thought I would throw that out there as a creative way to read.
I love that. Thanks so much. And that the idea of watching movies and TV with the captions on, I think that's one, keep your captions on for accessibility, shout out, but also it's a really great opportunity to engage with image and text, which is something we talk a lot about in literacy education. Like
Yeah.
there's not always enough of kind of respect for the intentionality around learning to interpret image and text together at the same time, which is really, really important for literacy development. So thanks so much for that. I love also the high school English teacher in me is like, you held up Lord of the Flies, love it. So novels, great, love the places. Thanks so much for sharing. Shelby, this has gotten me so excited and so energized. I was already stoked on this Let's Read Together challenge. I don't know if you've seen some of our posters. We've got some beautiful artwork from our designer here. We're really excited about, like I said, our partners and the ways that we're reading across the state. Be on the lookout for social media posts, promos, graphics. This has gotten me excited about like a road trip across Michigan and thinking about all these amazing places. And I don't want to like start any arguments because we do have a friend from Indiana on the call here, but I think we're heading into one of the most beautiful seasons in Michigan. This is the place to be, to get out, explore, read, drive around, experience all that Michigan has to offer. So I don't know if we had any questions come in, if I need to answer some Q&A or if we're good to close out. And I wonder if we can get everybody's faces up on here so that we can all wave goodbye. I want to thank everybody for joining this launch party today. Thank you to all of our presenters, this amazing team. Thank you, viewers, for joining us. Thank you for signing up for the Let's Read Together challenge. Can't wait to be in touch and see what you do. Follow us on social media at Mish Learning so we can stay connected. We want to see your photos and videos. Thanks for being a part of the Michigan Learning Channel. Thanks for learning with us. We'll see you soon.